from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
A fish consumption warning for part of Henrico County because of forever chemicals. And Henrico teachers now will be compensated for extracurricular work. We'll tell you about those stories and more in today's Henrico News Minute. It's Monday, May 12th, 2025. We're going up to a high of 71 today with a good chance of rain. Today's News Minute is brought to you by Commonwealth Tutoring Group.
And now for the news.
On Friday, the Virginia Department of Health issued a fish consumption advisory warning people not to eat any of 4 types of fish that have been caught from the White Oak Swamp in eastern Henrico after fish tissue samples of those 4 species conducted between 2021 and 23 showed elevated levels of forever chemicals known as PFAS. The agency says it's probably not safe to eat any sunfish, largemouth bass, chain pickerel, or creek chubsucker fish caught in the swamp. It's also warning people to limit their consumption of those 4 types of fish that were caught anywhere in the Chickahominy watershed, which stretches from the Chickahominy River at State Route 360 at the Hanover-Henrico line east all the way to where the Chickahominy and James Rivers meet in Williamsburg. Any fish caught in those areas should be limited to 2 fish meals of 8 ounces or less per month. The studies were conducted at 13 sites throughout the Chickahominy watershed between November 2021 and September 2023. They were part of an effort by the Virginia Department of Environmental Quality to examine fish tissue, sediment, and groundwater in the region to better determine where the chemicals were present and how long they might have been there. This all started back in 2021 when a study from the Newport News Water Works Agency found elevated levels of the forever chemicals within the watershed and traced them back to the White Oak Swamp Creek Basin near Richmond International Airport. The Citizen reported back in 2022 that Henrico officials didn't learn about the presence of PFAS in the region until Newport News Water Works officials told them at the conclusion of their study in October 2021, but federal officials knew as early as 2017. They never told county officials either, according to hundreds of emails we reviewed at that time. You can read much more about this topic right now on our website, henricocitizen.com. Henrico teachers now will be paid for certain extracurricular work they perform voluntarily outside of their regular school day requirements, like monitoring school weapons scanners, tutoring students, and selling tickets to school events after hours, following the unanimous adoption May 8th by the Henrico School Board of a series of updates to employee personnel policies. As part of the updates, middle and high school teachers also will be compensated on occasions when they lose their daily planning periods because they are needed to cover study halls or classes or to assist with duties that are essential to student health and safety during those periods. The revised policies are designed to address concerns the board has heard for months from teachers who have been frustrated by what they termed vague language in their contracts requiring them to perform, quote, such duties as may be assigned by principals, end quote. Some teachers said they were spending as many as 12 extra hours weekly performing those duties without any extra pay. We've got complete coverage of the board's vote and what it means right now on our website, henricocitizen.com. Also, at last week's school board meeting, the board voted to adopt a staggered start for the first time in the school system's history for the 2026-27 school year. That will allow 6th and 9th graders to better acclimate themselves to new buildings without any other students in attendance, while also helping ease the transition for pre-kindergarten and kindergarten students. The plan calls for half of the school system's pre-K and kindergarten students to begin school on August 24th, along with all 1st through 5th graders and 6th and 9th graders. On the following day, the other half of the pre-K and kindergarten students will attend, while the first group stays home, and all middle and high school students also will attend. The 2026-27 school year will begin about a week later than the 2 school years it follows. The last day of school will be June 4th of 2027. You can read more about the school calendar for the 2026-27 year right now on our website. And the school board also voted last week to authorize slight price increases for student and adult meals, with officials saying the change was necessary to address rising costs. Full-price student breakfast will increase from $150 to $175 beginning in the fall, while full-price student lunches will jump by just 10 cents to $3. The cost for adult breakfasts will increase also by 10 cents to $2.85, while adult lunches will jump by 20 cents to $4.85. The last price increase for student lunches was during the 2019-20 school year. It's been nearly a decade since the cost of student breakfasts increased, according to school officials. Even with the increases, the cost of breakfasts and lunches in Henrico schools will remain lower than those of other local school districts, according to officials. Currently in the county, students at 49 schools are able to receive all of their meals free because those schools qualify for the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Community Eligibility Provision Program, which provides free meals to schools that serve a high percentage of low-income families. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by Commonwealth Tutoring Group, offering 100% virtual one-on-one tutoring in a variety of subjects for K through 12 students, including exam prep. They offer personalized academic support that meets students where they are, and a free DISC personality assessment to help them determine their best learning style. Contact them for a free consultation by emailing info@commonwealthtutoring.org or visiting commonwealthtutoring.org.